Until 1968, there were no specialists in the region. No one was solely focused on beating cancer.
Michiana Hematology Oncology, from the day of its inception, has always thought that the patient comes first.
Today, Michiana Hematology Oncology sees more cancer patients than anyone else in the history of northern Indiana.
We've now expanded to 15 physicians and 6 locations and treat thousands of new cancer patients every year. We have a staff of over 200 employees, and I'm proud to say it's probably the most skilled staff in this community when it comes to oncology care.
And the relationship with St. Joseph goes back to the beginning.
We have multiple specialists who are providing a very sophisticated cancer care who are located at St. Joe Med Center. We have recently noticed that our breast surgery, for example, and a breast reconstruction is in this area and even surrounding areas is predominantly being done at St. Joe Med Center.
They work very closely with our physicians to help manage the patients. It's a team effort. So the nursing team and the leadership team of the MHO practice works very closely with our nursing and leadership team.
The partnership with St. Joseph is actually a relationship with the second largest Catholic healthcare system in the country. And it brings other renowned specialists like Dr. Patrick Stiff of Loyola Medicine in Chicago to the patients of this community on a regular basis.
I'm impressed very frequently when I come here that it's not just a patient and one person coming with them, it's 2 or 3 people. It's the extended family coming to try to help out and provide the comfort and care that sometimes is lacking in the big city where mom is dropped off and then picked up. So it's a nice group of patients to care for.
Oncology care in South Bend, Mishawaka, and surrounding areas is as good as any very large metropolitan city.
I know where I can go and be taken care of as well as any place in the country.
They are from here, treating patients here, so that we can get the best care right at home.
We are so fortunate in our community to have such good oncologists. Nobody really has to go to Chicago or Indianapolis. People said to me, well, don't you think you should get a second opinion? Don't you think you should go to Chicago? Why?
It's not just one doctor. They all sit together and they discuss your case. Just not a one-person decision, it's a group decision. And that really impressed me.
My Mabel Wiley was diagnosed with lymphoma.
30 years ago, when Jeannine, Alick's friend, was diagnosed with cancer, she drove her to see an out-of-town oncologist in Chicago. But heavy traffic made them late.
And the physician declined to see her. I explained why we were late. The doctor refuses to see her. Will you please go tell him we've come 100 miles? She did and came back. He refuses to see her. So as a result of that, I couldn't imagine. I thought this man should not be a doctor.
So she found a doctor back home.
So we went to the doctor in Elkhart, and she was sitting in one chair and I was sitting in the other. And when he came in, she said, "Doctor, this is Mrs. Alick. She is my employer." He never acknowledged her. He never acknowledged me. He went to his desk, wrote a prescription, handed it to her, and walked out. He never returned. Every visit with this physician was the same. She's worried about trying to survive, facing death, and there's no one that can give her comfort. The first physician refused to see her. The second one, she was like a piece of furniture.
When Mabel was referred to Michiana Hematology Oncology, everything changed.
And Dr. Ansari looked at her. He looked her in the eyes. He spoke to her, and he answered any questions. The other doctor never answered a question, and she was so appreciative. Mabel passed away in 1984, but I thank God every day that she had Dr. Ansari.
Why would a regional healthcare system with a high calling and the highest standards partner with these specialists?
Countless lives in our community have been touched by Michiana Hematology Oncology, changed by Michiana Hematology Oncology, and saved by Michiana Hematology Oncology.
We've had the luxury of partnering with St. Joe Med Center, and it was their vision who said, let's take the oncology group that does this better than anyone else and partner it with a health system who is also driven. It's a faith-based health system, and it's one that really puts the quality of care of that patient first.
That's the mission. We all have gifts. We're not serving God and we're not serving our fellow man if we don't do the best we can with those. And it's every day we have to do that.
St. Joe Med Center has been a wonderful partner in this entire fight against cancer.
I thank God that she had doctors that were human. Doctors like Dr. Ansari make all the difference in the world.
They are gifted, and they're in the right field. And that's what you feel when you go there.
God bless them all. It takes a special kind of person to do what they do.
The largest, most sophisticated oncology practice in northern Indiana history.
Most communities have nothing like we have.
Michiana Hematology Oncology has a long track record.
Since 1968.
For close to 50 years, we provide care to cancer patients in partnerships with the hospital.
Nationally recognized specialists.
We complement each other.
With a sole focus on beating cancer and the highest standards in care for you and your loved ones.
You can't ask for better care.
St. Joe Medical Center has become our key hospital to go to.
When someone's giving a diagnosis of cancer, the doctors make all the difference in the world.